It's playtime in Idlib. For Farah, Mara, Amal, Mohammed and Mahmoud, this means chopping up grass and weeds. But look closer and their playground becomes clearer. It's a graveyard. The grim reality doesn't end there. It's also their home for the foreseeable future. YOSRA HARSONY says the only place she could find shelter was with the dead.
We escaped Jazeera because of heavy bombardment. We escaped death. We've searched everywhere for shelter, but the only available space was inside the cemetery. God willing, He will help us, and after the situation gets better, we return to our homes. I don't think we can stay here longer. The girls are too scared.
Nearly 1 million people have been displaced in the last 3 months of bombardment and advances by government troops, backed by Iranian and Russian forces. Where they used to pray for the dead is now home for 65 families.
We provided shelter to the displaced families from South Idlib and West Aleppo in the mosque of Sarmada Cemetery. Most of the families came from the streets. They have nowhere to go. In case we don't find houses or tents, the families will remain here.
Northern Syria's Idlib is the last rebel stronghold. For years, people from other opposition-held areas were moved here under various political deals. As the opposition loses more ground, there is less space for the nearly 4 million people in the province. The weather is still cold, and most families lack basic supplies. People say they have been abandoned by the world yet again. To them, it feels no one cares about their suffering.
We left our home at 3 a.m. under airstrikes. We need everything: blankets, mattresses. Our small children are surviving only on water and rice. We need milk, diapers for the babies. We need you to help us. It's winter and it's so cold at night. Help us with a tent or whatever. Just take us out of here, away from dead people. At night they close the door on us, and most of the families stay awake at night because they're scared.
A ceasefire deal between Turkey and Syria has paused the fighting, at least for now. Human Rights Watch wants concerned countries to call out Russia's involvement in Syria's war crimes and tell the Kremlin to end its support of Syria's government. It says the war has taken a toll on children for 9 years, their lives forever marked by the conflict.
More than 500,000 children displaced by the latest fighting are living in desperate conditions. Idlib's fragile ceasefire is holding for now, but people are scared. They say agreements have been broken before and they've had to move their homes multiple times. The fear now is that with government forces closing in, refugees unwelcome and borders closed, they're even running out of space inside Syria to escape the fighting. Osama bin Javaid, Al Jazeera, on the Turkey-Syria border.